green flag waves at the back. 21 laps in Moto3 is underway. Good start there from Gabriel Rodrigo away from the line. Ayagura struggled a little bit. Tony Arbolino's away well. Tatsuki Suzuki immediately into the slipstream. Aaron connects off that second row quite nicely as well. But here comes Della Porta. Don't forget about him, number 48, on the brakes down into turn 1. Good start there then. And I think it's Tony Arbolino who's got the advantage.
Yeah, Della Porta was really sharp off the line. He's getting 4th place already. 8th to 4th place for the man who's been 2nd in the last 2 races.
Here we go then around these 2 long looping corners. Aaron Canet immediately getting the gloves off. He challenges Arbolino for the lead. Here comes Suzuki as well. We know how competitive he can be at the sharp end.
We saw that wheelie off the line for Ayagura. That proved really costly on that long run down to first corner. He's gone from 2nd to 8th place. The Japanese rookie struggling already.
Lorenzo Della Porta wasting no time. Straight up into 3rd place. Here comes Della Porta up the inside of Canet. Canet's lost a couple of places, and that's Suzuki who's gone down. And the disappointing results continue for the Japanese rider. He's down and out already. He was using a soft front tyre.
Disastrous start then at turn 10 for Tatsuki Suzuki. It's the most perilous, tricky corner around this circuit to Barcelona, Catalonia. How many times this year we've seen Suzuki throw away big championship points, big opportunities to be on the podium. So Suzuki's challenge has already run its course. In the slipstream comes Lorenzo Della Porta. Tony Arbolino led over line at the end of the first lap, the Mugello winner. And it's Della Porta versus Arbolino, just as it was in Mugello a couple of weeks ago, early stage here in Barcelona. Poleman Rodrigo still right in there. He's being hunted and hounded by Alonso Lopez. Quickest man on the circuit. Then it's Darren Binder. Ralph Fernandez is also in this lead group in 10th place. Oh, Lorenzo Della Porta got it horribly wrong.
Has he got a problem? Has he got a problem?
Yeah, he has.
Yeah, there's an issue with the bike. Della Porta is going to have to pull out of this race. Can you believe it?
How cruel is that? How cruel is that?
Nothing working on the motorcycle, and Della Porta then is out of this race here in Catalonia. At the front, it's his teammate that takes the lead, 42, Ramirez.
How tight was that as well between Darren Binder and John McPhee coming into first corner, rubbing his racing? Well, that was almost the case there. It was elbow to elbow, knee to knee, and Binder came out on top.
It's so tight here, Zev. Oh, big crash. Who is that? Arenas, and he has gone barrel rolling through.
Oh, there's further as well.
Janon Ju, there's a load of riders down there. What on earth has happened? Is there something down on circuit, or is it just a mass collision?
It looked like Janon Ju was involved in that one. Vicente Perez, one of the Pro Store GP bikes, was there as well.
And so is Raul Fernandez. So the Samacata Angel Nieto team have had a disaster here.
Ju is down, that's for sure.
We cross the line for another lap. It's Darren Binder that leads. Fastest man on the last lap, Kaito Toba, as ever, coming through from the back. Number 27, the Qatar race winner. Look out for him. He's in 11th place, and look at this lot as they all try and find a position as to go into turn 1. It's Alonso Lopez again that takes the lead, and John McPhee in 2nd.
And Masia now into 2nd place. He picked off Ramirez into turn 10. Lethal on the front end is Masia in that tricky braking zone, that tight turn 10, catches so many riders out in all 3 classes so far this weekend. So his progression continues. Masia from 20th now into 2nd place.
Masia 4th in the World Championship. He's been in the wars a bit this season, but when he's on his A game, a definite threat for victory. Across the line we go to start lap 10, 12 to go. Masia leads from Alonso Lopez. A couple of riders going dangerously close there to the wall.
Yeah, Gabriel Rodrigo was almost on the grass as well, wasn't he? Or the artificial grass, as Masia then leads for the first time into the first corner. It's getting pretty busy and hectic behind him. He might be in the best place here, get a bit of clear track in front of him. Has he got the rhythm to try and break away?
Oh, what's happened to Arbolino? Has he got an issue as well, or has he just got that completely wrong? What's happened there? It looks like he's going to rejoin.
He's got a problem.
He's got an issue.
Another Honda's gone kaput. And it's another Italian. Disastrous day then for Honda, and 2 of their title contenders, Tony Arbolino and Lorenzo Della Porta, the 1-2 in Mugello. Both of them out of the race after just 10.5 laps here in Barcelona. What a nightmare.
Well, how peculiar. I mean, he's continuing again now, though, so what's happened? I don't understand that.
Rodrigo, that's brilliantly up the inside of both Lopez and Darren Binder. Beautifully done that by the Argentinian. 6th to 4th in the blink of an eye.
It's Marcos Ramirez that leads. Jack Miller came up with a good point at the start of this race. You've got to be careful of those track limits because you will have to take a long lap penalty, and there's a few riders that are flirting with a long lap penalty here. Marcos Ramirez does it, the race leader, as they come across the line then. We've gone past halfway distance. Down into turn one we go. Lopez, as he has been so often, late on the brakes, down into turn one, and Massey has gone down. Massey has gone down now, he's absolutely furious.
Well, who's tagged him? Or he thinks obviously somebody tagged him. Who's the guilty party? Who's the offender? There's not going to be much left of Jaume Massey's KTM screen either. He's absolutely furious. Does anybody want to win this race?
Does anyone want to win this World Championship? Title contenders going down like flies here. At the back of that group there was Tom Booth-Amos. Brilliant ride from him. He's getting dragged into the points race here as McPhee sees the door wide open. So wide there from Lopez.
Lopez got it. That horribly wrong. Masaki's clipped somebody.
Me.
Kazuki Masaki, he tagged the rear tyre of the rider in front of him. He's gone down. So Masaki, yet another rider that's dropped out of this lead group. And after all of that, his fellow Japanese rider, Kaito Toba, leads the way. And Nicolo Antonelli, who started way down in 27th place, is now second and with a great shout of the win. Incredible racing here in Moto3. You just never know what's going to happen, do you? They're side by side, almost on the grass there from Nico Antonelli. Lopez is strong, though, at the end of the back straight. Keep an eye on the number 21. Seems to be very late on the brakes. He's got a completely different line to everyone else as well, but it's going to be Kaito Toba, the Qatar race winner, that leads through turn one with 6 laps to go. You can just see Binder's front brake lever protector bent all out of shape. There's been a couple of 2 or 3 big, heavy blows exchanged between Binder. He'd give Tyson Fury a run for his money, wouldn't he, Darren Binder?
Well, speaking of Tyson Fury, a young man packing a punch right now is Aaron Canet. He's decided that now is the time to move. He's gone up from 8th to 2nd now, number 44.
There was almost contact further down the field there between Finati and Vietti through turn 4. That got really tight between the 2 Italians.
As we head again down into turn 10, and Darren Binder's gone down, and so is Gabriel Rodrigo. And Rodrigo's going to have another DNF to his name unless he can rejoin. What an absolute disaster.
Well, they're dropping like flies. What a crazy Moto3 race here in Barcelona. How many riders have we lost out of the lead group? Rodrigo and Binder join Suzuki. They join Masaki, Arbolino, Dalla Porta, Mino, Fernandez. The list goes on. Arenas, Earnju, back at the front on the last lap, and it's Kaito Toba in the pound seat. Winner in Qatar. Can he make it 2 in a season for the Japanese rider?
And desperate to try and get down into turn 1 first, and Alonso Lopez there launches a move on Aaron Canet. John McPhee's in that mix as well as Ramirez. Celestino Vietti not a million miles away, but it's Toba that leads from Lopez.
Through turn 3 then for the final time of asking. Turn 4 is a pretty good overtaking opportunity. Is Alonso Lopez going to have a look up the inside? No, he's not. Ramirez had a look up the inside of Aaron Canet, but couldn't make it stick. Canet, though, does find a way through on Lopez. He's up in the 2nd place.
What a coup this would be for Aaron Canet if he could take this one to victory, given what's happened to some of his championship rivals in this race. We drop down the hill around turn 5 then, and then start climbing uphill. Toba it is that leads from Canet and Lopez.
Well, from this point onwards now, you've only really got turn number 10 as a great last lap overtaking opportunity. So it will be then Toba that comes through turn number 9. He's under severe pressure, though, now from the 2 Spaniards, Canet and Lopez. Surely they're going to have a lunge on the brakes up the inside of Toba. Toba's weaving, trying to defend his position. He takes to the middle of the circuit. Brilliant. Oh, he's down!
He was just going in way too hard. He tried to defend.
Well, there's a high side for McPhee as well. I think that was John McPhee.
Oh, he's still on the bike. How has he stayed on that?
Randy Momola, eat your heart out.
Ramirez stays on, though, and he's now leading as we come up to the last few corners. There's so much happening here, but who's going to take the victory here in Catalunya?
Marcos Ramirez has never had a Grand Prix victory. He's not had a podium.
Oh, he thought about a move here up on the last
Vietti's
corner.
Come through as well. Is Celestino Vietti going to take third place? He is, but Ramirez has got it surely.
Ramirez wins here in Barcelona for the Leopard Honda team.
What a crazy race.
Aaron Canet takes 2nd, and Celestino Vietti from nowhere is back on the podium in 3rd.
Marcos Ramirez then, the 21-year-old Spanish rider, his 53rd Grand Prix start. Pere Rodriguez, the mayor of Montmello, hands over the winning laurel to Marcos Ramirez. His first victory, just his 5th podium in his 53rd start. Ramirez wins an epic battle of Barcelona.